falter! Now I'm a little motivated.
逃げるあとやるえいあせい行くわよ逃げるやっほーやるえいせい
せーのおららららららららら
行くわよえいせい
敵だよびっくりしたさよなら
ぐるぐるやっほーやる行くわよえいせい
どうだった
ぐるぐるやっほー行くわよえいせい
どうだった
えいせい行くわよくるくるやっほーやるえいせい
さようならどうだった
行くわよぐるぐるやっほーやる せい。行くわよ。バカだな。焼けつくこの心隠して近づいて大いに感じればしびれるほど私は完璧深呼吸どんか私は完璧えいせい行くわよバカだな行くよくるくる行くよえいせいえいせい行くわよくるくるあったやっほー見える逃げる行くよえいせい行くわよくるくるあった見えるえいせいぐるぐる行くよえいせいやっほー見える行くわよやっほーくるくるえいせいくるくる行くよ遅い行くよくるくるあった見える行く くわよ。えい、あ、行くわよ。せい。くるくる。やっほー、言える。えい、あ、あ、せい。ぐるぐる。あった、言える。くるくる。やっほー、言える。遅い。えい、あ、あ、せい。行くわよ。行くよ。くるくる。あった、言える。くるくる。やっほー、言える。くるくる。あった、言える。くるくる。行くよ。バカだな。
RTS スキル大根にたみません。
えい、あ、あ、せい。
せーの、おらららら。
ぐるぐる。行くわよ。
My goal weight is feeling healthy.
Running a 5K.
Loving how I
Natural disaster survival? Wait, is that
You may
him?
be wondering how a game this basic blew up 4 years later. Well, the answer is in the gameplay. Welcome to NDS. You spawn on
That's
this
so
platform,
sick.
get drafted to this island, and a random disaster.
Bro, I literally
explodes
played
into
this game
annihilate you
today.
and everyone you love. A bit repetitive, right? I mean, the game itself had a lot of glitches and didn't even update
Oh,
much,
okay.
so you may think it'll die out. That guy is screwed. But these imperfections added to the randomness and funny moments made in the game.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. I didn't know
This
he
is
was the owner of the
exactly what players
game.
wanted. The true magic of this game is that everything is completely random.
You know what's crazy, guys? This was the first Roblox game I ever played in my entire life. I think I was like 11 or 12 when I first played it. That's
You
crazy.
don't know what to expect, which makes it really replayable. But with the entire community at his fingertips,
1 billion visits? With great power
to
comes
prevent
great
the game from getting
responsibility.
boring, he added a multi-disaster machine. This allowed rich people to
Oh, that's what I
bring hell
do.
down to earth.
I spent a lot of
Spicing up the
Robux doing
game.
that.
But even with an update schedule worse than mine, the game still
Dang.
made a ton of money from players paying to win, and I am definitely not one of them. But even still, this wasn't Luke's biggest flow of Robux.
What? It's not?
That would be the Hatsy bots. Back then, they were a lot cheaper, costing a few hundred Robux. But as time went
What?
by, the price of the hats, especially his Dominus, rose to millions, making
Well, his Dominus is worth 600 million Robux. What the heck? This kid is rich.
him even wealthier.
Oh
But
my
despite the
gosh.
success, Luke remained humble and continued to help with huge events and kept his game simple, causing them to thrive.
Dang, that's
But
so
even with
cool.
billions of visits, the second most valuable account, and a fat pay from Roblox,
Oh
there's
my
far more
gosh.
impressive millionaires in our community.
What the heck?
Unlike
That's the
Luke,
first
Snicktrix
one.
joined a lot later.
Oh,
in
the
time.
owner of
He wanted
Blox
to
Fruits,
spice up
let's go.
because the games were getting stale. Although we had more players, we
Adopt
also had
me?
higher competition and higher standards for games. Oh yeah, and game visits no longer convert into Robux.
Aw, dang it.
But unlike most devs, Snicktrix did have experience with Minecraft servers and even made a cute Roblox farm game,
Aw.
which didn't get much, but combining
Oh.
these two ideas, he spent months working on a project that can fail or change his life forever.
Ooh.
Most devs back then would create the same kind of game over and over and over. But
Dang, did he? Wait, did Cubing just throw shade on Pet Simulator X? He just showed Pet Simulator.
the risk of creating Minecraft-themed Roblox games. The first being Skyblock. You spawn on
Okay.
this tiny island and use what
Oh,
little
I'm an idiot. Snicktrix didn't make Blox Fruits. You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking.
you
All right.
have to make something great. Despite the effort, Minecraft clones usually fail, so Skyblock started off slow.
Aw.
Never mind.
Oh, whoa! It started off
Maybe It
amazingly.
wasn't so bad to make something different, but Snicktrix was shocked at how fast his game blew up. Perhaps it was the great game mechanics or the progressive nature, but players started playing and money started flowing.
Oh my gosh,
Minecraft
12 million
actually
Robux.
costs money, but on this game, you essentially get the exact same experience without having to pay any sort of money whatsoever.
This means
Dang.
that everyone can play it. More players, more money. But to keep the game afloat, the updates had to be creative.
Okay, farm
And it could be The
update.
next big thing on Roblox.
God, this is the best game. I love it. I freaking love Skyblock. Give more updates, please.
This is unoriginal and disrespectful.
Oh,
That's
dang.
a bit of a stretch.
That's a hate comment.
Roblox moderators should ban this game forever.
Oh my
Many
gosh.
people agree with this.
This game keeps copying Minecraft.
Imagine copying Minecraft.
Copy of Minecraft.
Bro, why are they so mad?
Imagine having a challenge. Y'all stupid for playing a copy of Minecraft.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but this won't affect the game itself, right?
Did it? Oh, this is suspenseful.
Skyblock was all of a sudden gone.
Oh, no. Dang.
Players complained that they stole from Minecraft, so Roblox shut it down.
Aw. I want my 7K Robux back now. I just want to say, if this game gets shut down, I want my Robux back. Oh, dang it. That sucks because people lose Robux when games get shut down.
It seemed like Snicktrix will give up on his goal. But as a last-ditch resort, they changed the name from Skyblock to Islands, praying the ban would be lifted.
Oh, and it worked because I remember playing Islands. Yes, sir.
We're back in business.
Using this second chance, he needed to play his cards right. With a whole website full of ideas, the team knew exactly what fans wanted.
Dang.
What if we made it so players can visit other islands?
That's so cool.
With better updates and better things to build in your island, players spend more time and money grinding out their base, leading to amazing creations, bringing attention to the game.
Hey,
Everyone
that's
being
so
obsessed
cool.
with making the best base possible. You may think their game will never die out, but right as the new year started, they
I'm Justine,
And I'm Adrian.
and we're the wife and husband team behind the Woobles. Prior to starting the Woobles,
made the worst possible updates.
What? What'd they do?
Since the game had so much content, players easily found ways to dupe items. This made everything less valuable, meaning less people will spend money on the game. To fix this, the devs wiped everyone's money and items. Players went ballistic.
I'm quitting
Can you
this
really
game.
blame them? Imagine losing something valuable just because someone else broke rules.
We cleared all your Robux because we found people duping Robux illegally? What?
This led to many players quitting, and on top of all of that, the game got way too complicated with all these new items. With all this going
Dang.
on, you may think the team will call it quits. But instead of seeing this as a bad thing, Snicktrix saw this as a chance
He
to
made
make
Bed
something new
Wars!
and great.
Let's go!
With the knowledge, money, and attention he got from islands, he spent months on a new game with the goal of getting emotions out of people. And that game was Roblox Bed Wars.
Yes, sir. I love Bed Wars.
Punk Island's Bed Wars.
Okay, I'm sorry for the kissing. I'm sorry.
A lot more competitive, because instead of building and farming, you spawn on an island with infinite lives. If your bed breaks, you have 1 life left. Last team standing wins. Snicktrix had a lot of faith in the idea, so they slowly drifted away from islands to focus completely.
Wait, is islands
on
even a
Bed
thing
Wars.
now?
But with that as their main source of money, they better not mess it up.
They didn't. Trust me.
First off, Snicktrix
Bed Wars
knew
is
Bed
still
Wars copied
on top
Minecraft,
today.
So to avoid getting banned again, he spiced it up by adding a bunch of kits, each helping you
Ooh.
win in game. Since players were competitive,
I'll
they
beat you
spent
easy.
millions of Robux on them. The devs get money and players have fun.
Yep, I've spent so much Robux on Bed Wars, alright? So, yeah, I love Bed Wars, and I hope Bed Wars gives me a Fulton kit. Hopefully, I don't know.
It's a win-win, but there's still one issue.
Okay.
Kits cost Robux, so not
Yep.
everyone can
This
use
is
them.
unfair.
To fix this, he added a battle pass. By grinding the game long enough, you can unlock kits for free. But some
Wait, the
players spend
Jadehammer was a free kit of the Battle Pass? I didn't know that. What the heck?
15k Robux to instantly complete the battle pass.
Yep, I would buy 'em
Hopefully
all
this
every time.
won't cause any problems. And on top of all of that, the team added enchants, which made the game even more insane.
Bro, the
See, if you
enchants are
wanna
so
win in
cool.
this game, you need as much loot as possible to buy OP stuff. But
Yep.
players found ways to combine kits and enchants
Yes,
to
sir.
completely break the game.
Oh my gosh. He's getting so much loot. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, 300,000 players.
These tricks and the gameplay in general always made players rage. To get revenge, they spent more
Taza.
money on OP kits. On the flip side, he made just as much from kit gifting. This allowed GigaChats to spend thousands of dollars gifting everyone kits.
Yep, guys, I've done literally huge giveaways on my live streams. If you don't come to my live streams, you should, all right? Because they're awesome.
But also, Snicktrix gets a percent of the money. More
Yep.
players equals more gifting equals more money. Another smart move from the devs was adding win
Oh, there's
streaks,
Chase!
basically how many times you win in a row. Because of this, players spent weeks building insane win streaks, having
Yep.
everyone cheer for them, only to lose it to a hacker, which, to
Bro.
be fair, added more hype to the game.
Oh my gosh, that was the most annoying thing ever, bro. I remember one time I was like on a really good win streak and a hacker destroyed it. I was so mad.
To keep Bed Wars alive for as long as possible, the devs had to update as much as they
Yep.
can. So throughout the year, every week they added game modes, kits, OP items, you name it. It seemed like every day there's some new game-breaking glitch.
Really,
which
that
made
is
the game
true.
feel infinite. But all this hype led to an inevitable problem.
What
Picture
problem?
this. You stumble across
Bed Wars does not have a
for
problem.
the first time. You join a match. and hope to
Oh
learn the ins and
yeah, I know what
outs.
he's gonna talk about. He's gonna talk about the skill gap now. Like, if you're a new player trying to come in, you're getting destroyed. It's gonna be hard for you to get good.
Of
Your better's broken, yep, and you're dead.
Considering we had 45 kits, it was nearly
Oh my
impossible
gosh.
for new players to play, because anyone can get these broken kits by spending crazy amounts of
Yeah.
Robux. Players went ballistic over the unfairness. To fix this, the devs added relics, basically free upgrades at the start of
Oh, I
each
remember
match.
relics.
It's the right idea, but
For the love of God, just remove relics. It's literally luck based.
I forgot to mention, relics were chosen randomly. All it did was make Bed Wars luck instead
Yeah.
of skill. Yes, the kits made millions of dollars, but if
Oh
pro
my
players
gosh.
24 chefs.
And new players felt excluded. What's the point?
Dang, what is the point, huh? Wait, what is this? What did they add? Remove relics. Yes, I remember when they did that.
Snicktrix had a new goal, not to make as much Robux as possible, but to make Bed Wars truly fair for everyone. To do
Exactly.
this, we need to figure out what made the game unfair. Firstly, no one likes fighting a tryhard with an unfair kit, so the devs made a kitless game mode.
Let's
Murder
go.
in Bedtown, a murder mystery type game.
I don't
And
really like that one. I didn't really like the murder mystery game mode.
yes, in the past, we did have free-to-play game modes, but those still had tryhards and hackers, and no one likes that.
Yeah, nobody
Overall,
likes hackers
Murder
at
in
all.
Bedtown gave new players something exciting, because all you needed was to watch out for the murderer. But that wasn't enough. Next up, they made the better kits free. So new players had a chance to level up in the battle pass. For context, free kits go free each week, but they usually sucked.
Yeah, but now they get literally the best kits for free. Like, Bed Wars has been improving every week. And I'm happy because I play Bed Wars every day.
But even with these changes, a balanced game needs more balanced game modes.
Yep.
So the devs got to work on two special ones. The same kit mode where everyone has the exact same kit.
That's actually a
and
really cool
OG
idea.
Mode. Unlike all the other game modes, this one had no kits, no forge, and no unfair shenanigans. Because of their thoughtfulness, many old players came back just to
Exactly.
play these game modes.
Yes, sir.
I guess simple and fair always wins. But the best for last, the devs used an old feature from 2021, custom matches. This lets you make your own
custom
Bed Wars
matches.
game and spawn any item, which on its own kept the game alive for a bit.
Wait a second. Dang, Cubink. He doesn't even show me in the video. It's okay, though. I forgive you.
But the devs took it a step further by adding scripts, allowing you to modify your game.
Bro,
and add
scripts made it so much better. I actually need to make another video about scripts because they're so fun to use.
basically anything. Like,
Exactly.
seriously, I honestly thought this wasn't possible for Roblox. This gave each player a chance to make their own game mode.
Yes, sir.
And even make money by selling scripts. By giving players some kind of control, it's kind of hard for it to get boring.
Oh, there's
Unlike
me! Hey, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. We gotta see that handsome man.
some kind of control, it's kind of hard for
Hold
it to
on.
get
Look at me. Look at me, boys. Look at me. All right. I'll keep it going.
boring. Unlike most devs, Snicktrix successfully made a fair and endless game. But even with 10 billion combined visits,
Oh
2
my
innovation
gosh.
awards in the same day, and a team of hardworking devs, there's always a bigger fish.
That's
in the sea.
insane. Wait, who's
While
this?
Snicktrix saw Minecraft as inspiration, Indra loved fighting games and saw them
Oh,
as
Blox
inspiration.
Fruits!
With this newfound love, him and his brother spent years in their garage, making anime fighting games and following their inspiration.
Oh.
None of the games went far.
That's not good.
However, all this work didn't completely go to waste. Along the way, they met a bunch of like-minded people.
W?
All want to make a successful fighting game. Let's put all our skills together and make this happen.
Yes, sir. Dang, this is how Blox Fruits was created.
With
Wow.
some extra hands, he was able to create 2 pretty decent games. The first one kinda bombed,
Oof.
but it got recognized by a pretty special person. But as for the second one,
Elemental
Might not last, but
Wars.
#1 PC game is pretty cool.
that was fast.
What?
Players love the game idea. All you gotta do is pick an element and start swinging. It's so simple, which means any player can get into it. But the
Okay.
billion-dollar question is, how will Indra stay on top? Yes, getting up was easy, but staying up is a much, much bigger challenge. Surprisingly, Elemental Wars wasn't his final vision of a Roblox game. Even with all of this, he was yet to reach his full potential.
Dang.
This would be a cool Roblox game.
This is One Piece.
One
One of
Piece.
Indra's favorite animes and conveniently, the #1 show in the world. Using the cool mechanics from his previous games, he and his team made a sequel, Blox Piece, with the goal of spreading his love for his favorite show. At first glance, Blox Piece looked a bit generic, but the real genius was in the gameplay. Since One Piece was so popular, Indra took a lot of things from the show and applied it to his game.
That is
With
so
12
smart.
different fruits that had abilities similar to the show, surely it'll appeal to the millions of One Piece fans.
Yeah, literally.
But to actually make them play, Indra made sure that all the mechanics were flawless.
Bro, they got the Buddha fruit?
Yes,
my favorite in
sir.
the show. Shut up and take my money.
1,600.
This is a game changer. Today my mom and I discovered one of the coolest hair devices ever. This is the Color Sonic device from L'Oreal, which is going super viral lately for doing everything for you. From mixing the color to dispensing it onto your hair. And all you have to do is just brush your hair. Available at colorsonic.com and at Target.
Roblox is crazy.
Indra continued to add fruits, islands, weapons, and NPCs based on the popular show. He also let One Piece fans decide the next update, which
Oh, that's
overall
super
made the game
cool.
more interactive and prosper financially.
Hey.
But after this, Indra completely switched his plan. Usually, he would do mini updates weekly, which players
Yeah,
love.
now he does not update the game at all.
But
what if we put all our effort into one big update instead?
Update
that
20!
might work,
I remember,
but players
I
will
love
have to
Update
wait
20.
longer for updates. But if you want to stay on top, you need to take risks. So for the next 3 months, the team worked non-stop on their biggest update yet, hoping players won't forget them.
Welcome to
The
Second
world,
Sea.
many new fruits, cooler weapons, and higher levels to grind for. Players had so much to do, which led to them inventing the first major challenge. You start with nothing, buy a fruit, and only use that to get max level.
Yes,
Not only
sir.
did this flood Indra's bank account, but also motivated new players and gave the game promotion. But even with a very dedicated fan base, Indra still didn't have an identity. He built his
Dang, he
entire game
doesn't?
from One Piece, which not only seemed unoriginal, but One Piece themselves were striking games that replicated them.
What? Wait, did Blocksters get striked before? No
To
way.
prevent having an islands moment, Indra rolled out another big update, completely revamping the game. From simple
Oh,
mechanics
Third
to the
Sea.
game name itself, Indra made sure it's still like One Piece, but had its own blocky charm. That
Oh, that's
way,
cool.
One Piece fans will still like it, but it may appeal to more players. Another way Indra expressed himself was giving back to people, mainly Axior, a longtime fan who
Who's
made viral
Axior?
videos on the game. In return, Indra and his
Oh.
friends gave him front row seats to special admin powers.
Whoa, that's so
From
sick.
flying boats to never before seen abilities. What made these clips surreal is that these powers are
Whoa.
so different from the normal fruits everyone loved using. Not only did players obsess over them, but also made lore out of it. Since Blox Fruits had a whole story now, players stuck around to see the story develop. And develop it did. As time went by, players got more and more obsessed on the
Oh
latest and
yeah, you can buy accounts on Blocksters. But guys, never do that. That is bad.
fruits, spending millions of Robux on private servers to grind levels in
Yep.
peace. Although Indra made a fortune from this, he didn't waste it on hats, cars, or drugs, and instead
What?
spent it on making bigger updates such as Fruit Awakenings, which basically buffs your fruit's abilities. You gotta act broke to stay rich. And although
sir.
he didn't need to, he added YouTubers in the game as NPCs. A nice token
What?
of
He did
appreciation.
that? I didn't know that.
But in the next 6 months, the game only updated one time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Blox Fruits didn't need as many updates. Each one was already massive. Plus,
That is
it was
true.
very replayable. With